guys, welcome back to Vlogmas. This is sadly the last day of Vlogmas. Oh my gosh, it's been a fun ride. I was hoping to get us all the way until Friday, but I did get us an extra day. I've run out of time to film and edit and do all those Vlogmas things, but I've had an incredible 2 weeks and a day. Okay, Jared just got home. I was just telling them it's the last day for Vlogmas.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
I barely even got to talk to them.
They got some appearances from you. Few.
A few.
A few. I don't know. Maybe we can spend more time.
The last good donut and you couldn't eat the crappy donut?
Alright, look. We're trying to have a nice last moment here. I've run out of time to film and edit and all those things, but it's been a really nice Vlogmas. We got to shop together a few times. You got to see our Sunday reset, cook with us, get ready with me using the products we're about to talk about. We did our inventory, some weekly makeup baskets. So I think we spent a lot of time together. Thank you all so much for engaging and being here for this Vlogmas. It's been another special journey together with you guys. In today's video, we're going to do the winter makeup capsule. If you're new here or missed the one in fall, this is just a fun way to play with your collection. There's no rules. You can make it look like however you want, but if you're trying to get more use out of your collection or maybe buy a little bit less makeup, this is the best way to do it. So I've done them on my channel throughout the last couple of years where we would organize makeup and then pick makeup out for a particular theme, maybe like neglected makeup or favorite makeup or whatever that might be. And then I only use that subsection of my makeup collection for a few weeks or a month or whatever that timeline might look like. But I started last fall, or this past fall, picking out makeup that I felt was fall. Maybe it was from colors, maybe it was formula or something like that. And I used that makeup actually for most of fall. So I thought we would do it again for winter, especially because after this video, I won't post again until the new year. So we'll have a little bit of a break in posting, which is really... it's bittersweet because we're going to be so busy with like the holidays to have time to post, but it's also sad to go 2 weeks without any videos on my channel. But this will be the makeup that I use throughout those 2 weeks and maybe even a couple of weekly makeup baskets when we get back. So we've been talking a lot in the comment section about what does fall makeup look like for you. Some people are like, I don't really think about it in seasons, which is totally cool. But if you do, this would be a fun thing to do in your collection as well. Not really 100% sure in what I'm going to pull, but we'll figure that out in this video. Also, my makeup inventory is up. We went through every category in my collection. I opened up every palette and we got rid of actually quite a bit of stuff. We got rid of like a bowl. There's about 15 makeup items in there. So that was pretty good. And then I said what my numbers were for each category, and if I had thoughts about them, I shared them. So that is a couple of videos back. Go check it out if you missed it. I did pull some makeup products last week for Makeup Basket Express, which are right here. No, just Makeup Basket, sorry. And I did a Get Ready With Me. So these products have had quite a bit of love. I am only going to keep out one product from these, which is the Dior Forever Foundation. I'm going to pull this one for the winter basket, and then I'm going to pull one other one. But I'm not going to have a lot of foundation picks, but the rest of this is going to go back. So we had the CoverGirl True Blend, which is a classic. We'll put that back. I was using the Wet n Wild Dewy for the first time. I actually used it for the first time in that video, and I put on way too much. So since then I've put on like less than that, and it's worked out fine. Less Tin Man when you use like an appropriate size. I've been enjoying the Milani Glow, but we will put that back. Mine's in Fair to Light, and I used it in that video as well. And I think... let's go ahead and keep out the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I really like this one. So we'll keep that one out. I'm not using any of these products on my face. I use my weekly makeup, no, my Makeup Basket Express, which is in my bathroom. I only pick that one out like every month or so. And I've had this makeup on for, I don't know, 8 hours, and 4 of those hours I had a mask on, and I think it's held up pretty well. I use all powder products, and that usually helps my makeup stay in place even when I have a mask on. Vanilla cream truffle. I still have mixed feelings about this. I saw it's no longer available on Ulta's website. There are still a few on BH's website. I noticed that when I was linking things from that Get Ready With Me. I do like the Maybelline Superstay. It's very full coverage, and it's a little bit more matte than I like to use in a powder, but it's good. It's a good powder. Like, it doesn't separate on my skin. It doesn't sit on top of my skin and look weird. Like, it's a really pretty powder, but I definitely prefer this one over that, which is the CoverGirl Radiance, Advanced Radiance, and it looks like this on the outside. Mine is in 110, but y'all, look. Can you see? I hit pan right there. Ooh, so this will definitely be the next powder that I put in my Makeup Basket Express, but we'll put it away for now. We got a few looks out of the classic Urban Decay Naked 3. I did some full looks. I did a look in that Get Ready With Me, and then I also did a few like single eyeshadow looks. So we love that. And I used the Lorac. This is the Starlight, which this I noticed also isn't available anymore. I noticed that when I was linking products. But this is still a stunning highlight. If you have it, pull it out. Use MAC Melba. Actually, I didn't pull this last week, but when I did the Get Ready With Me, I had accidentally put away what I pulled, and I forgot what I pulled, so I grabbed a random one, and then I remembered. So that's how that happened. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Bronze, we'll go ahead and put that back. And then we did get a couple of uses out of the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 by Tarte. This is really a nice inner corner highlighting type product. Hold on, let me go get Lily. That's who's scratching on the door. You guys actually didn't get to see Lily this Vlogmas, but as you know, we've co-shared her for years with Jared's ex, but she's officially our dog full-time. She was over at her old mama's house. There's a new mama in town for Thanksgiving, and so we just got her back a day ago, I think, Sunday. So she's officially here full-time, which I'm really excited for. She's busy. Okay. I'm going to now move over to my collection, and we're going to go item by item and just pick as much makeup as we want that we think would make up a winter makeup capsule. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Is there anything you want to say to the Vlogmas fam?
I love you.
Jared loves you guys. Any other thoughts, feelings?
Love.
Love. All the love. There's Lily, and you can see Morty in the background. Jared's about to leave, so they have lots of feelings right now. All the feelings. Alright, so here's my makeup collection. If you're new here or haven't been here in a while, it's sitting on a shelf, and all these clear containers are from Amazon, and they are always linked in all of my videos. So the front has some blushes, all my highlighters, my melt stacks, pressed powders, lips, and concealers. You move down, this is all eyeshadows with some foundations and setting sprays in the middle. And then you come to the bottom, there's eyeshadow palette on the side, there's primers, eyeshadow singles, blush right there, 2 bins that are face palettes, loose powders, wow, my pointing's very bad, and then bronzers. Alright, I'm going to pull lips down, but we'll get to that last. We'll do that when we make our way to the floor, but we do have concealers up, and there's no rules, like I can pull as much or little as I want. Alright, so for concealers, I want to pull one of these brighteners. Let's go with the e.l.f. brightener. And what I want to do is use this, sorry about all this activity over here. Alright, let me get the distractions out of here. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. And I believe they only have like 1 shade of it. I could be wrong on that. But I would like to pull this, and use this as a concealer by itself on my light makeup days, like on my quick 5-minute days. I wonder if I would like using this just for a lighter coverage, but to still obviously brighten that area. I don't know. Let's pull it and play and explore. But as far as actual concealer, I want to pull the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I'm kind of pondering when I use up the one that's in my Makeup Basket Express, which is the Too Faced Born This Way. Maybe I would like this as a replacement. I know for sure I would like the L'Oreal Infallible as a replacement, or the CoverGirl. Those are like my 2 favorite concealers. But I'm curious if I would like this one as well. It's in the color C3. But let's also pull a tried and true, which is the L'Oreal Infallible. This one is the Full Wear in 355 Vanilla. This is also a really, I think it's a really good concealer. It's very just user-friendly. Like, it's not too dry. It's not too wet or dewy. It has a large shade range. It's a really nice formula. So we'll pull these as well as that brightener, and this will be our first selections for our winter makeup capsule. Shout out to Michelle who gave us that name. I was like, what should I call these curated makeup baskets? And she said to call them a capsule, so that's what we're doing. Alright, here are my pressed powders, and I definitely want to have this one out, the Huda Glowish. This is her pressed powder that is obviously a little bit glowy. Mine is in the color 02 Fair Light. I picked it out on the website, and it seems to be a really good match for me. I've used this quite a bit, even though it's newer to my collection, and I really do like it. So I want to pull this, but I also want to pull and play with this one because it's been a while. The CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This is a pressed powder, and mine is in 120 Fair. I've had this for a while because of the YouTube hype, but I haven't actually used it in a while because I've been in such a mood or a vibe with glowy finishing powders, because I feel like those are relatively new on the market compared to like matte powders. So I've really been enjoying them, but we need to go back and give this love and see how we feel about it. Alright, let's look at the melt stacks. There's a couple of them put together. My dark matter part of it is in my restroom with my Makeup Basket Express. They don't make a lot of these stacks anymore either. Oh my god. I feel like we're all becoming like not popular anymore. Okay, let's pull this one, which is called She Parties. So it has like this darker burgundy color. It has I don't know, I guess another cool tone purple type color. Sorry, She's in Parties, I believe is what this stack is called. Then we have this like glitter maroon. And then we have like this duochrome color. What is it called? Skeleton Kiss. So let's pull that as an eyeshadow. Alright, this is part of, I forget what stack this one is. I think it might be the rust stack. Yeah. So these are the rust stack here. It's like a dark brown, another brown. This kind of an orange color, another brown, and this cream color. This would probably be good to add to my stack that I have in the restroom, but I'm not going to pull that. And let's look at this other one. I forget which one this is called. This is, I think, the one that was like Aaliyah inspired. Maybe this is the She's in Parties one. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, they're all mixed up. But it has this really pretty duochrome, this really pretty red. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm going to add this one to that rust stack. Ooh, this red. I'm going to add this to the rest stack too. This pretty brown. Let's add that one. And then this orange, we'll leave that in here. All right, here are all of my highlighters. And we're definitely going to pull a couple. A lot of my highlighters tend to be like a similar tone because I got to type with my highlighters. But I definitely want to pull this. This Becca one is in Pearl, and it's a really pretty white color. This just kind of looks like gloss on your skin once it's all blended out. So that's a good one. Let's pick this one. I haven't picked this one in a while. Mac Oh Darling. It just kind of seems festive, even though it's, you know, not really with the packaging. But something about this blue screams like winter to me. So I'm definitely going to pull that. Let's see. I think we can skip all of those. Do I have more? I guess I need more of like a neutral one, but I still have some Project Pan ones. Let's pull this one. This is the Jaclyn Hill highlighter, and it's called Iced. Like that's kind of like a winter thing, depending on where you live, of course. But it's stunning, relatively new to my collection, and it's kind of natural, but it's actually really beaming. But I think you could have a light hand with it and get a little bit of a natural look with it. Also, my nail polish is Hollow Taco. I did that haul on my channel, the video before this one, and it's really pretty, this glitter. It took 2 coats. I used the top coat that I got from them, and I would say around the edges it's wearing a little bit. I've had it on for a couple days, but glitter, especially like a light color glitter, is super forgiving. So I think it's really pretty. I've gotten a few compliments and I like it so far. Alright, so we are on to the eyeshadow palette, and I think we're going to actually end up pulling a good bit from here. So buckle up. Buckle up. The first one I want to pull is the Chocolate Gold Bar by Too Faced, mostly because this palette has a beautiful gold in it, as it suggests. Like this, this top gold color is so stunning. And even if I just jump into this palette for that gold color or some of these shimmer colors, I think that's going to be really pretty for winter time, however long we keep the basket. Alright, zoomed you in a little bit. We of course have to pull this guy, another Too Faced one. This is the Gingerbread Extra Spicy. Came out a couple of years ago. And this is what it looks like on the inside. This is nice because you can have a more natural, like holiday look or spicy look, if you will. But you can also glam it out a good bit with this palette too, especially with like this color here and this color here. Definitely a pretty palette and the perfect time to use it. Alright, I think, well, I had talked about maybe pulling Ring the Alarm palette. Do I still want to do that? This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm. You know, I think I'm going to pass. I thought I might end up pulling that, but I'm not going to do that. Let's look at this Buxom one. This is Boss Babe Betty by Buxom. Ooh, yeah, let's pull this one because this is a nice neutral palette that has some pops in it as well, and it'll be good to have this one on hand. All right, I know this one has some berry shades. Let's see what else. Oh, yes, we talked about last week. The Naked Cherry. Yeah, we got to pull this. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. And it has like the berry colors, which are very like holiday, festive, wintertime type colors. So we'll definitely give this one some love. And again, it has some neutral shades that you can maybe do just more of a everyday makeup, or you can jump in here and use some of the cherry shades, even mixing in some of the colors that we pulled for the melt stacks like this. Like that's gonna be like a berry, B-E-R-R-Y, a berry eye. So that will be fun. I have the Lorac Pro 4, which looks like this, and there we go, focus. And this one's kind of more of a muted berry holiday color, winter color. Yeah, let's pull it. Even if we just use these one time each, I would consider that a success. All right, so we moved over here. Here are the bigger palettes, and I think we're honestly just gonna skip past those. And I did throw this Tarte one in the wrong bin. Alright, I'm not too sure what we'll pull out of here. This has a lot of my ColourPop. Let's look at Ornate. Because Ornate sounds like ornament, which just sounds like a holiday. Are we reaching too far? Are we reaching too far? Look, it doesn't have to make sense unless it just has to make sense to you. This is just to inspire you. Here's the ColourPop Ornate. Yeah, this again has some of that berry colors that we're going for. So let's give that one some love. Well, that might be it. I was kind of thinking about this one, the Raw Beauty Christy one, because that one has come back out for a limited time. But I think those blues and greens are more fall. Well, I don't know. Green and gold for Christmas or New Year's. That could be a vibe. I'm going to put it back. But if you have it, that would be a good option to pull. Oh, and then we have another little Too Faced guy hanging out back here. This is the Too Faced Salted Caramel. I'm not going to pull it just because this has colors that are in the other palettes we've pulled, but this would be a good option if you have it in your collection. And then while we're here, we'll go ahead and pick a foundation. We have a setting spray, so we don't need that, but I definitely want to pull my L'Oreal Pro Glow from the Infallible. Oh, this is my favorite, and it's in 202. I love it so much. It's so easy to use. And honestly, not that these two are necessarily dupes for each other, but I find the way that they apply and the way they sit on my face are so similar because they both just sink into my skin, and it just takes a very thin layer, but then they just have a little bit of glow that almost looks natural. It doesn't look like that traditional, like, oh, you're glowy or you put highlighter on. Just such beautiful foundations, and I will enjoy only using these two for the next couple of weeks. Also, having a powder that is glowy, like this Glowish by Huda Beauty, on top of these type of natural radiant finish foundations helps it all just come together and look so pretty, because oftentimes what happens is you'll have like a glowy primer, a glowy radiant foundation, and then most powders are matte, so it just mattifies mattifies everything, so then you have to go in with your highlighter to bring everything back. But with this, it keeps all your hard work intact, and I love it. Obviously, that Huda one is a little bit expensive, as is the Dior. So let me grab you your affordable options. So the high end, if you are more of a preference to high end, the Dior with this glowish would be your high end version of it. But if you aren't really into high end makeup or are living that budget life like most of us, then here's going to be your drugstore equivalent, the L'Oreal Pro Glow and the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. Also, the L'Oreal Radiant one would be another great option too. Definitely, I feel like the last couple years, drugstore has done an amazing job, and you really don't have to buy high-end unless that's just your preference. Okay, we have my single eyeshadows here, and we're going to be a little extra and just pull a couple of these. Like, I have my Urban Decay. These are singles. And like, I think this one would be pretty topped over. This one is in Cosmic, and they have repackaged since I've had these. That would be pretty topped over any color, honestly. And so with this one in Space Cowboy. So I guess we'll just go ahead and grab all of this. We'll just use all this up. These other ones, this is Midnight Cowboy. And then this one is Diamond Dog. I don't know if I'll realistically be able to pull pigment or if I'll actually use one, but let's pull it. We have MAC in Gold. This is ColourPop, which I don't even know if they make them anymore, but maybe you already have them in your collection. Take Me There. And then we have Got a Jet. And you know, you don't have to have everything that I have, but maybe it inspires you from what you have in your collection, and you go use those products and love those products. And honestly, if you're not using them, if you just constantly pass over products in your collection, then I really encourage you to get rid of them, donate them, give them to a family or a friend. Maybe they're trash, because you should really look into your collection and be excited to pull absolutely everything that you have. I started doing that a couple of years back with my makeup collection refresh, where we would just go through and pull out anything that doesn't excite me anymore. And we did that a little bit in the makeup inventory that went up this week as well. You should have things that you love and that you get excited to use, and not have those things be cluttered up by things that you don't love anymore. All right, so for primer, I really would like to stick with one, which would be this one. This is the Wet n Wild Primer Serum and Hydrating, and I think this would be go well with these kind of more radiant, dewy foundations that we picked. I typically don't love to pull like a glowy primer with a glowy foundation, because it can be a little bit much, but I do like using a hydrating one with those type of formulas. All right, we have a lot of bold eyeshadows, so I want to keep that in mind as we pull blush. I definitely want to pull the Milani. This is the Tea Rose, because it's more of a neutral color, but I also haven't used it in quite a while, so this would be a fun one to pull. Tarte Exposed, haven't pulled this one in a while, and again, it is a nice one that wears well throughout the day, but is also very neutral to go with some of those more bold eyeshadows that we picked out. I definitely for winter want to pull my IT Cosmetics. This is the Je ne sais quoi ombre blush. This has been a winter favorite for so long, and I still love it. It's been repackaged. If it is still available, I'm not quite sure, but I love this guy. And I think that might be all that we pick out for blush. I only picked 3, but we'll pick a couple of face palettes as well. All right, so here are my face palettes, and okay. I know we have a good bit of highlighters, but I really want to pull this MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. This one is in Get Lit. I think this would also be a really pretty highlighter to use for winter. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna be glowing. That's all. Just glow. Oh, that's so funny. All right, I can work with it. I can work with it. What's in here? Okay, let's stop pulling our highlighters and let's pull this. This is a good holiday one from a couple years back, the Blush Bazaar by Tarte. They don't really make them like this anymore. They've been doing like the stacked ones, I think. Is that what they did this year? I'm not really sure. Or maybe just minis. But I love this guy, and this would be a great addition with those 3 that we pulled. So we'll definitely have a lot of variety to use. So, okay, I think we're good here. I'm going to skip on loose powder because I have a Project Pan one that I'm neglecting. But I'm scared if I pull something else, I'll neglect it. The Project Pan one even more. So let's go down. All right. I think I only want to pull 2. I think. Kind of just stacked them in here after that inventory, so I have to pull them out one by one. I am going to pull the little NARS Laguna. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, let's pull that out for when we go see family. Throw in my travel bag. And I have another mini. It's like a little bit bigger of a mini, okay? It's not the same. Not the same. Let's go. We are getting wild. Okay, and let's just pull this one, the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. And yeah, I talk about this one a lot on my channel, but that's what it looks like. So I think that's good for bronzer. We picked some good stuff out to use for holiday. I think I pulled a little bit less than I did for the fall. Maybe I'm mistaken. But we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 7 eyeshadow palettes, and my goal is just to use them at least one time each. Hopefully more would be good, but one time would be a victory. And I don't know how long. We might do the 2 weeks I'm gone, I use this, and then maybe the 2 weeks I get back so that we can talk about the products a little bit. For blush, we have a blush palette, and then we have 3 singles, so I feel like that's pretty good. We have 2 setting powders, 2 foundations, 1 primer. Yeah, and then concealers. We have the 3 concealer options. Quite a bit of highlighters. Oh, wait. 8 palettes. I mean, that's single, so maybe it counts different. I don't know. 2 bronzers. 1, 2, 3 single highlights, and this highlight palette, and then these, the pigment. So that honestly isn't too bad. So let's just push all of that aside. And we have lips. I just really want to pull out my red lips. So let's pull out, this is Buxom and Hannah. I have a couple of these Becca ones from holiday a couple years back. So here is Rosewood. I think that would be a really pretty color for the holiday. A nice red color, but not too much. Pull this other one in Orchid. More of a mauve color, but I think that's also pretty for this time of year. I have these that were, wait, that's Tarte, a gift last year. And they're from, I've never heard of this, the Color the World. I think this is, yeah, it's more of a pink. What is this one? Oh, more of a nude. Ooh, I love these purple colors. Yes, yes. I'm going to pull this one, which is an Independent. All my independent women, throw your hands up at me. I have a couple lipsticks that sit on my vanity. I talk about them so much that I won't talk about them today. I did talk about them in that inventory, but let's pull this Melted Matte. This is the Gingerbread Girl, so we will give that some love. And I think that's honestly going to be it for lips. Not too many. Yeah, I think we're good. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh my gosh. Thanks for spending time with me through Vlogmas. It's been so much fun, and you guys interacting makes it so much more fun. So thank you so much for being here for another Vlogmas. I have a few years of Vlogmas up on my channel. You guys can check out my playlist up on my channel. I have Vlogmas categorized. I have hauls, weekly makeup baskets, project pans, all that category. So you can just pick a playlist and enjoy for the next 2 weeks while I am away. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Yeah, it's been great. Also, I meant to say, if you're wondering, like, oh, you didn't pull any mascara or brow products, I don't have too many in those categories, so they just always live on my vanity. And yeah, we don't need to talk about it because it's always the same up there. Alright guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, have a great holiday, take time to just enjoy the moment, try not to get too stressed. I know this can be a hard time for some and a very joyous time for others. We're not all in the same boat with it, but wherever you are, just know that it's okay. Do the best you can, and we'll meet back here on this channel in the new year for all of our wonderful new year videos. Project Pan finale, Project Pan intro, a year of makeup, all those beautiful things will be back on my channel in the new year. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!